Good evening, Taurus. So lovely to find you on this dark and stormy night here in San Diego, which I was just telling Aries rarely happens here. We are here to do your new moon tarot. We'll take a look at your entire astrological chart to see what is happening in every area of your life. And we're going to pay special attention to your first house because that is where the new moon is happening for you. This is your birthday new moon. Happy birthday. And then we'll also look at what's happening in the other areas of your life. And please feel free to take this as kind of a guide for your upcoming year. All right, let me make sure you have all of your houses represented. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Perfect, we do. And then we have, some bottom of the deck energy. You've been holding back with using your intuition. Taurus, this is your new moon. So please tap in to that natural intuition that is just flowing through you right now. Okay. So we have the center of the deck that represents you. And then each card represents a house in your astrological chart. And each house represents an area of your life. So we're going to cover all these areas in your life to get you set for your upcoming year, the upcoming 18 months of your life, because a lot of the stuff that you're starting right now under this Taurus new moon are going to come to fruition under the Taurus full moon in 2020. So we can plan for these things. It's very cool. All right, so let's start with you. Ace of Swords, Taurus. There are some conflicts that you are letting go of. And it's not about who's right. You just want to walk away from these things. They tire you. And it's not worth it being tired over disagreements. All right. And then your first house represents your personality, your style, your waking life, kind of how everything is going in general. We find that you have Temperance reversed. This is where your new moon is happening in your first house. This is what you're going to do a ritual about, kind of your life in general, just the whole picture. With Temperance reversed, you may be feeling a little out of whack, having a lack of balance. And for some signs, I'd be like, okay, time to get it together. But for you, Taurus, you are always steadfast. Maybe some people think you're a little stubborn. So I'm going to say that being a little out of balance is not terrible for you. It's your birthday month. Have a fun time. You can't find true balance without tipping the scales in all different types of directions at first. So, I say this next month is really about testing your limits. All right, so let's check out the other areas of your life. We have the Nine of Swords in your second house. You are the natural ruler of your second house. Second house is all about value, what you find of value, especially your material things. You love your material things, Taurus. Your self-worth and your money. So we have the Nine of Swords. So again, we have an ending around something of an intellectual nature is coming to an end. And hopefully it's something, that was blocking your financial flow, and so you can get rid of it. with this new moon. Great energy for that. Third house, your house of communication, information gathering. We have the King of Cups. So really taking your emotions seriously. Maybe it's time to gather the courage and ask that person out that you've been wanting to. Be the king of your emotions, own it. Overall, this is really about owning your emotions, not letting other people tell you how you feel, but really sitting on that throne and saying what's on your mind. Tell those Geminis, this is what's going on with me. All right, fourth house, your house of home, tradition. You love good tradition, Taurus. What grounds you. And we have the Strength card. So whenever we have a major arcana showing up, that signifies a big change. So maybe you have some newfound strength around what grounds you. Maybe there's a situation and you need to get to the root of the problem and it's been really bothering you and you're not quite sure, do you back off? Do you confront the person? Just know that standing in your strength is going to get you what you need. Fifth house. Fifth house is the house of fun, creativity, love affairs, and we have the Queen of Cups. So like I was saying earlier, ask that person out and have a fun time with it. This is, still be careful, but you're naturally careful, Taurus. Now is an okay time to wear your heart on your sleeve. It's your birthday month. And just know that since it's your birthday month, everyone needs to be nice to you. So kick anyone to the curb who's not being nice to you. But besides that, if people are being nice, just go for it. Have a really fun time. Sixth house. House of everyday matters. House of your pets. House of your health. And we have the Six of Swords. You may be going on a journey of some sort in your, is it maybe something like for work, like a conference, like you go to work every day, now you're going to go on a conference. Maybe you're going to go somewhere to pick up a new pet. But there's some sort of journey involved with your everyday matters, with your health. Okay, so we have the seventh house of relationships, and we have the Death card. Oh, nothing wrong with the Death card. Remember that death gets rid of things that you no longer need. It lets things rot away. And then what you're left with after things rot away are the clean bones. You really see things for what they are. And then that leads to rebirth. So maybe it's time to burn something away when it comes to relationships. And it can be any relationship that you meet up with that person, you talk to them face to face, you have personal conversations with that person. So it could be a lover. It could also be your dentist. Maybe you need a new dentist. Whatever that is in your life, get rid of it and move on to someone better. Going on to, and see, this is why this pays off, to get rid of the bad baggage in your relationships, because then in your eighth house, house of hidden matters, house of sex, we have the Sun. So things may be coming to light with scandals, maybe in your life or people that you know. You'll hear about secrets coming out. But this also might be like finding some sexual truth. So let go of what's not serving you in the 7th house with the death card. So you can have some fun behind closed doors with the sun in your 8th house. Happy birthday to you. Oh, this is very interesting. So the 9th house, world travel over 500 miles, intellectual matters, philosophies, and publishing books. Is someone going to start dating a librarian? We have the Lovers. So maybe there's a new set of ideas that you're just really enamored with. Maybe you're going to date a hot professor. Maybe you're going to take that leap and you're going to start that long distance relationship. That Taurus, that's something that you normally would not do, but in this case, you're realizing, you're reevaluating things, and that Temperance is in reverse, and you're going to do something a little crazy. And here we go. You're going to have a good story. All right, career. 4 of Wands. So your career is looking really good. So that lets you be a little crazy in other areas of your life. The passion is burning. And if that's not something you're finding in your career, go towards... It's a tricky thing because you're going to go towards the passion, but you're also going to go towards what's stable. You're good at going towards what's stable. You have to get a little wild and crazy with the passion, but you're the sign that can figure out how to put the passion and the stability together into one. So get creative, feed that creativity. Yeah, just really honor the passions that you have in your career, or the career you want in your hustle. All right. So we have the 11th house, the house of your hopes and dreams, the house of groups that you hang out with. 6 of Cups. You may, with some certain groups, you may want to take more of a detached approach. Don't use your heart. Also, with your hopes and desires, maybe you need to make some lists and kind of really look at the practical step-by-step ways of achieving them versus just looking at them as longings that can never be met. These are achievable things. All right. And finally, in your 12th house, 12th house is all about spiritual matters, psychic abilities, dreams, imagination. Also, people that are hidden away. So we have the Magician reversed. You may need to go to a training about something, gather more information about something before you act, hone your craft a little bit further. Maybe meditate on the tools that you need to achieve something. Also, I'm kind of feeling like just giving yourself the confidence to go after that dream. You may be feeling like you don't have the tools in front of you, and that's leading to like a sense of confusion. But really taking a chance on yourself. Knowing that you do have the tools, and there's nothing wrong with trying something new. And if it doesn't go wrong, as long as you don't hurt anybody, that's okay. But I say this is like going on a quest for the tools that you need. And they're really right in front of you. So just kind of taking a moment, maybe, putting a crystal under your bed and asking your dreams to tell you where the resources that you need are, because they're around. They're closer than you think. All right, Taurus. So that is your birthday new moon tarot. I will see you for your Sagittarius full moon tarot. Take a lot of chances. Really honor what is already stable in your life. Back away from conflict. But you're going on some trips. And even if the trip is as simple as walking outside your comfort zone and hanging out in that space for longer than 2 seconds, you've got this.